Welcome back to Grump's Barn, where today we're going to be getting on with this trike. Surprise, surprise. Right, let's show you what I've been doing since I last saw you, because I haven't been doing bugger all, not my usual self. I have actually been doing things. Yeah, I know. I should have told you to sit down first, shouldn't I? Right, let's show you what we've been doing. Well, as you can see, this is all painted up. It does need another coat of paint to finish it off, and I've missed a couple of little bits, I see. As you'll see under here, where there was a bloody great hole, there is now nice new metal. Now, don't know if I can get this under there, all repaired, and over here. All the welding is now done on there. The only thing I haven't done is I haven't put anything in these yet, because I'm trying to decide whether to just weld them up or make a cap to fit over that I can fit a couple of backlights to on each side. Now, if I have a cap on there, it would make it slightly easier to sort it all out, especially with the wiring and shit. So I'm going to have to run through the chassis or part of it anyway. So I haven't quite decided what I'm doing there. So those holes will be filled up eventually. But for now, until I've decided what I'm doing, then they can stay like that. But that's it. All the repair work has finally been done on the chassis. It's now usable, and with this back axle, all I've got left to do now is today I'm going to be chopping off what's left of this, sticking a new one on, and again over here with the coil spring seat, new one's going on today as well. This end is missing because when I took it apart, hang on, where have I put it? Oh, there it is. This stub axle is fucked. Absolutely bollocks all down here on the fucking land. Although unfortunately that on these later models is not replaceable. You have to replace the entire stub axle, which is a bit of a shit. Although I did get a bloody good result with that. Let's go over here. And I'll show you, because a new stub axle for that, even a shit part one, which are the only ones I could find, are only 60 quid each. However, I got lucky. This here, in a look, a Land Rover box still. New old stock. Like a Land Rover one. Obviously they didn't make it, but you know what I mean. Perfect condition, made out of decent bloody material. 30 quid delivered. So half the price of what ship part wanted. I'm a very happy bunny with that one. Yeah, I've got to rebuild the hub and that on the end of the axle. Now, once I put the new stub on there, I also had to get some new seals, because one of the seals was knackered. There's a pair I'm going to be using. One of the seals was fucked, and the other one, well, might as well be replaced at the same time. I'm also going to take the bearings out of that today, give them a clean up and repack them, because there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. I'm not replacing them. I have got new ones here, but there's no point. save those for something else. Yeah, we had another few bits. T-piece for the rear brakes, because the other one on there is pretty knackered. And they're only, what, a couple of quid for a brass one of those. New bolts for the brake calipers. Because the bolts they had on there weren't even the proper ones. Not quite sure what had happened there, but there you go. They're not expensive, so I bought some more of those. And new brake hose for the back. And this heavy duty drive member for front axle. Now that is going to be severely reworked. Hopefully with the mill. Well, a lathe I could do it with that. If I know how to use a lathe. Yeah, this is going. This will make sense later because this is all going to be part of the front assembly. So it's not even worth trying to explain to you about that for the moment. But I managed to find someone that sold these singly, which is great. Saved me a lot of fiddling about. Oh yeah, and all the bits are cleaned up. See, these are those shitty old springs. All cleaned up and painted and everything. They're ready to go back on. And boom, back over here. It's great, I can wander around here without tripping over everything. It's wonderful. There's everything else all waiting to go back in. All painted up. I decided I didn't want to go with the silvery colour and with black instead. And these, I never did put them through the blaster in the end. I just gave them a damn good wire brushing and painted them up. Well, you have to treat them. Yeah, so everything is ready to go back on for the back end, which is wonderful. So now what I need to do is get on with cleaning these up, welding new bits on there. Then I can rebuild that end there, which is currently sitting over here. Again, it's all been thoroughly cleaned up and repainted and everything. It's all ready to go. Yeah, that'll do. I haven't taken the bloody paper off yet. Oh, never mind. Do that in a minute. Right, let's get on. Well, there we go, that's that one welded on. It would never win any prizes for prettiness, but those welds are hold. Yeah, now to clean off this crap here and put the new spring seat on. There we go, more horrendous looking welds, but it's all stuck in there. Apart from, if you notice, there's a bit in the middle there. I mustn't get too close or burn my fucking finger on it. I missed a bit. There's about ½ inch of missed weld. Let's go back over that. But there we go. It's not pretty, but it will bloody well hold. And there's a couple of lines of weld on that. Make doubly sure. As you can tell, I'm no welder. Right. That is done. Can't do anything more with that today. Needs cooling to cool right down before I can stick any fucking paint or anything over it. So now I'm going to start on building this back up again. Now I haven't been filming much of this because it's all stuff I've done before anyway. But there we go, one brand new stub axle. And if you're putting a new one on, don't forget to clean it up with brake cleaner once you're done. To get all the grease and stuff they put on it to protect it in transit. Especially if you've got one as old as this one. I mean, that grease on there was pretty old. But anyway, yep, all cleaned up, all done. There's some new paper gasket in between these two. New sealing ring as well, because this one was completely buggered. Here we are. That's the old one. It was all wrinkled and bashed and half rotten, and I had a spare one, brand new. So no point in not putting it on there. So that's that done. I've changed both the seals on here, took the bearings out, gave them a good wash out and re-greased. So they're all ready to go back on. All I've got to do first is put the new disc on this, and then I can fit it back on. There we go, all renewed. Oh, they're nicely now. Turning beautifully. I won't do it too much because it might wobble it out of place, because I've only got one hand doing it. I don't fancy this fucking thing falling on my foot. That wouldn't be fun. Right, all I've got to do now is shove this back on. I'm thinking those bolts are like clean up. A little bit of medium strength thread lock. Right, let's get that done. All finished, all buttoned up. And I've also given these a quick prime just to stop them rotting overnight. And tomorrow I can come along and paint this. Once it's all painted, I can then put the spring seats on, and I'll probably put the new calipers on that as well. Build it up a little bit before it goes back on. Excellent. Well, I call that a good day's work. Waits from me anyway. So that's it for today. Join me next time for more of the same shit. Only, yeah, we'll be that bit further along. Next time, definitely the back axle will be going on. And then I've got all the fun of the front. Right, take care people, thanks for watching. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.